What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Blab. I appreciate you stopping by. Without further ado, let's blab. Before we hop into it, get on the ground floor of Blab. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I appreciate you all. So, I was going to make this video a day or two ago. As soon as this came out, the Mega Dream leaks, yada, yada, yada. However, I do think that most of the time we do get slightly better pictures about 24 to 48 hours later. However, that hasn't necessarily been the case. I do feel like we will get obviously better pictures as the Japanese Mega Dream does come out. But I wanted to make a video giving my thoughts on these cards. Yes, could I have gotten more views or more likes if I had dropped it, instantaneously after these leaks came out? Sure. But really, after thinking about it for a while, most of the videos I make, I kind of make for myself. I recently went back and looked at what I thought about the Prismatic Evolutions cards. My thoughts have not changed on them. They're absolutely horrible. But I just think it's really cool that I can go back and see what I was thinking, 3, 4, 5 months ago. And that's why I'll continue to make videos because I really want to see what I was thinking, a while back and how that compares to what I'm thinking now, how the market was a while back and how the market is now, all of those sorts of things. So it's not really my goal to be the first one to put out content because, frankly, a lot of people put out content that is way better than mine. So, like I said, my main goal here is almost a personal selfish reason of being able to go back and look at what I thought, but it is also to build community. I enjoy talking to different people, except for, a couple people, you know who you are. You guys are absolute goofy morons, but it is what it is. So let's hop right into it. Let's get rid of a couple of these ads because you already know we do one take. We'll go over every single card. Some of them we'll go over for 1 second. Others we'll talk about a little bit more in depth. So, I don't care. 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 Oh, wait, I do care. Psyduck. This is a very good Psyduck card. Is it the best Psyduck card we've ever gotten? I don't know. I know there's a lot of Psyduck collectors. I'm not necessarily a Psyduck collector, but I am a Psyduck fan. We had the Psyduck in 151. We had the Psyduck, Misty Psyduck. Now we have this one. It's all pretty good. Like I said, I'm a fan of Psyduck. I'm not like a collector. Like, I don't have a Psyduck binder or, I'm not. Psyduck isn't in my top 5, but everybody loves a cute little duck, so it is what it is. Personally, this card I think does look good. I think that Pokemon does do a lot of cool water cards and snow cards, things like that. That's stuff that I'm into. If there's a card with good water, snow, or lightning, I'm probably going to like the card. So, I do like this card. I like that it's half and half. I like that it looks like a commercial to go to the Bahamas with your little bungalow back here. I just think it's a fine card. Obviously, it's an illustration rare, so I don't know. It'll probably be like a $20 illustration rare. If it was a different Pokemon, it'd be $10. Because of Psyduck, it'll be 20. I don't even know like what's Misty at. What's the Psyduck from 151 at? Like, I don't think it's like crazily priced. Maybe that is one of the reasons a lot of people love Psyduck. Obviously, there's a lot of vintage cards that are worth a lot of money, but in the more modern cards, especially the last 3 or 4 that we've gotten, they're not super duper expensive. So if you wanted to get one, if you wanted to get a page of one, any of those sorts of things, it's certainly possible. That's enough about Psyduck. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Don't care, don't care. Definitely, I do care. I think that this is cool. I wish that this was uh, Jesse or James, obviously. But I do think that Mimikyu is a great Pokemon. It's spooky, it's creepy. The way they use Mimikyu in different cards is pretty good, in my opinion. I like the Trainer Gallery one. I think that is, or is it a Glaring? I think it's Trainer Gallery. I think that's a great looking card. I do also really like the Mimikyu promo from the ETB. So I like Mimikyu. Is this card great? No, not really. I don't think there's much going on in the background. It's kind of up to interpretation in some sort of, I don't know, looks like some sort of industrial building kind of vibe. We have the big Team Rocket R, which is always cool. I just it leaves me wanting a little bit more. Shout out to old Bandage Finger in all of these leaked pictures for the last handful of sets. Let's continue. Team Rocket's Doug Trio, I mean, same thing. Is this Jesse and James? Like, I don't know. Obviously, we have Giovanni right here, Doug Trio, this kind of split card. It's okay. I'd really like to see better pictures of most of these, but these have been out for a few days now, so I just wanted to put out my thoughts, even though we don't have, super sharp images of all of these. People are talking about this. I don't really know why. A lot of hate, not a lot of love. I mean, it's just I don't know. It's a random IR card. Like, who cares? Spiritomb. I don't know. For some reason, this does look pretty cool. Obviously, not a big Spiritomb fan, but I think the way that the trainer with the Pokemon in the background, I think it looks cool. $10 card maybe. People are talking about this. I'm not really sure why. This looks goofy. What was that? Wasn't there like a card where there was like a rock band kind of scene with this Pokemon? I don't know, just goofy in my opinion. This is a fantastic card. This, I believe, will be the promo in the Ascending Heroes ETB. I'm not even going to get into it. Ascending Heroes is a horrible name. I wish they kept it Mega Dream. I almost just want to call the English variant Mega Dream and hope that that catches on because it just sounds way better. But as a promo card collector, I certainly will be getting this card. Maybe a page of it. I would like to have a page of every ETB promo, just the regular one, but every ETB promo from Scarlet and Violet through um, the Mega Era. I think that would be super cool. I have most of them already. It's just a matter of actually taking the cards, putting them into a binder, and then just getting the ones that I'm missing. Um, but I hope that this is not a super expensive card, judging by the fact that the Charmander promo from Obsidian Flames is anywhere from like $25 to $35, depending on the day or the month that you buy it, since it's been out. I don't think that this will surpass that, meaning it will be at $20 or less, probably in like the $5 to $10 range, because even that EV card from Prismatic Evolutions is like $5 to $10, coming out of one of the best sets, not in my opinion, but one of the best sets in the as the hobby claims it to be. I do think that there are a lot of parallels in Mega Dream to Prismatic, just in the way that it's being released. Obviously, it's a special set, things like that. So I don't expect this card to be super, super expensive, and I do expect to have a page eventually. Sorry, I'm a little sick. Unfortunately, going into Thanksgiving, a little bit sick is unfortunate, but we do have that comfort food coming up. So I am looking forward to that. And we are one take. So, uh, I don't know. I don't love the art style. Not for me. Same thing. I don't really love the art style. There was a really, really good version. I believe it was also in Prismatic, the SIR. I think that looks pretty cool in person. It doesn't look great online. Again, obviously, we're looking at all of these online, and the images are not that great, so it's just unfortunate. I guess I'll just leave that there for a minute. If you know, you know. Is this an SIR version? Like a full art SIR? That's funny. Don't care, don't care. The Team Rocket burner phone. This is quite funny, quite jokes. Um, I think it's goofy. It'll be $2 or $3. I don't care about any of these. Let's get into the big hitters. Obviously, we know we're getting this in the not getting this. We have this in the Charizard UPC. I don't have any of the Charizard UPCs. Not something I've been hunting. I do think. First of all, it's not as good as the previous Charizard UPC we got for Sword and Shield. I just think personally, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I'll go back in 6 months and see me saying this. Maybe I'll change, maybe I won't. I think that the box art display is not as good. A lot of people think it's great. Cool colors. I might have even said cool colors in the past, but the older UPC, even though it's more plain white, it's more displayable. It looks cleaner. It looks classier. The new one looks more just not as displayable in my opinion. I do plan on eventually getting some in that $100 range. Obviously, we're getting the Costco $79.99 or $89.99. Definitely going to be trying to get some in that sort of range, but I'd rather put my Pokey dollars somewhere else currently. So then we have these. They're okay. Obviously, we'll have. I say obviously a lot because I feel like a lot of people already know these things, but maybe they don't. Having a video come out a couple days after these leaks, I feel like a lot of this has already been gone over, and I'm just kind of giving my 2 cents, my opinion, what I think. The English variant, when it has, Frostless at the top up here, will have the Japanese text, which I think looks okay. I've never been, like, a huge fan of it, so I'm not going to really be going after these cards, but I can appreciate some of the artwork. Again, wish we had better images of some of these. Some of these will be promo cards. I think this is the promo card in one of the collection boxes, but we will be getting cards like this, like in the set. For some reason, this one looks super cool. I feel like it almost looks like a retro cereal box, like art, like on the front of like a children's cereal box. It gives me that kind of vibe. I know it's more of a um, pays homage more towards like the masked wrestlers of the 90s, early 2000s era. I know a lot of people like it for that. This is the other promo card. I do think both promo cards look pretty good. I would defer to the Lucario one. Again, not something I'm really going to be going after. If I do pick up a couple collection boxes, I'll probably keep them sealed. Um, Other than that, nothing really interesting here. I don't like this. I think they could have done a lot better. Um, just given the art on the other cards, I think they could have done Gengar's card way better. Um, this is silly. Like I think this guy's silly. I don't have any real nostalgia for Scrafty, but I just think the SIR that we'll get into in a moment is very funny. This looks pretty good. Again, I'm not gonna be going after it. I appreciate the art. I don't love the Pokemon. I do think it's a good design in comparison to some of the other ones, right? Like similar to this, like I think it's a good design in comparison to like this, or frankly this, or this. But if anyone has stuck around towards the end, we are now at the heavy hitters section. We will start with a non-heavy hitter, the Iono's Belly Bolt. Why do we need 12 of these? Why do we have an Iono's Belly Bolt box? Why do we have an Iono's Belly Bolt promo? Why do we now have a second promo? Why do we have one in the set? I mean, we have so many of these. Who cares about Belly Bolt? Like, I'm sorry. I'm not a Belly Bolt fan. I know for some reason I feel like there are kind of Belly Bolt fans out there. Like some people collect the plushies and some of the cards and whatever. I don't know. Some of the Iono's cards look cool. The Iono SIR with the food, where it's like the Pikachu pancake and like stuff like that. Like it's kind of cool, I guess. But let's actually get into the heavy hitters now. We have another Mewtwo. I'll just let this sit here. Is it interesting that we get a Mewtwo, not a Mega Mewtwo? Not a Mega Mewtwo X, not a Mega Mewtwo Y, just another Mewtwo. Another, essentially, Team Rocket's or Giovanni's Mewtwo. Oh my goodness. It's too early. Another Giovanni's Mewtwo. I think from this crappy image, I probably like this one more than the Destined Rivals one. The Destined Rivals one does have more detail, but the actual Pokemon Mewtwo on this looks way better. Um, just more dark, more scary, menacing Mewtwo. You know, Mewtwo is such a good Pokemon. Failed experiment, Incredible Hulk type vibes, and just a great Pokemon. So like, I'd love to see this in the set, but then at the same time, I'm like, we just got one. Are these like leftover Rocky cards? I feel like the set is just such a hodgepodge of things people like. Like people like Mewtwo, right? And then where's the other one? Where's the Pika? Like then we have Rainbow Border Pikachu with Terra Crowns. Um, it's just weird. Like this looks like plain silver. This looks like almost like has that classic like Japanese silver vibe. And then we have Rainbow and Terra Crowns. And then we also have gold cards. And then I think we have like Team Rocket reverse cards. It's very strange in my opinion. Still pretty good stuff. We'll continue with the heavy hitters. I know this is kind of a long video of me just blabbing, but like that's what we do here. This is Pokeblab. Mega Dancy. I don't care about this card. Not for me. Um, a lot going on. A lot that I don't care about. Pokemon I don't care about. Right. Mega Lucha. Am I crazy work for actually thinking that this Hawlucha card is better? I know there's less going on. I know it's like has this weird text here. Um, something about it just I have no nostalgia for Hawlucha. Like I don't. I'm not even a big like late '90s, early 2000s wrestling fan. I don't know, something just hits about that card. It looks cool. Not to say this one doesn't. I mean, this looks super great too. They're doing a lot with this like cityscape background for some of these like mega era cards. We saw this with the MEO1 Lucario fighting Venusaur. It's cool. Gengar. I mean, I think this is a great card. It's the Acid Trip Gengar. Not much else to say. We've already talked about it. Mega Scrafty. This is the card I was talking about previously. It looks like he's just like chilling somewhere in the city, hoodie up, like just I don't even know. Like heading to the gym, maybe long day of work, like maybe he's getting into some business, maybe he's making some deals, maybe he's trading some Pokemon cards. I don't know. It looks fun. This will be another one of the chases, I think. It won't be like top 3 or maybe even top 4, but this will be like the card that's like $170 on release day, that is $100 2 days later, and that ends up being like settling in the $40 to $60 range, but it's like a really good card to grab in that $40 to $60 range if you like it. Shout out to N, not one of my number one trainers, but I know a lot of people like N, and N's getting a lot of love, and N is getting a lot of very good cards. I think the way that this one looks with the just the shaping, the circle with the cool designs in the background, them in the middle, I think it looks pretty sweet. Cool card. I'm not a big buyer of cards over like $100, especially raw. So I will probably never buy this card, but again, I can appreciate it. I do go to a lot of card shows. I frequent some local card shops. I do appreciate picking up a card, taking a look at it, even if that doesn't mean personally buying it. And no, I'm not going to stores and harassing workers in the store. Oh, can I see this? Can I see that? Can I see this? Can I see that? I can get a pretty good look through the glass, and every now and then maybe I'll pick up a card to touch it and see it and look at it. The texturing, whatever. That's what I think about this card. We had already saw this, so we don't really need to talk about it. Again, I don't really care. I think it's cool that it has like the battle stadium in the background or whatever you want to call that. Not the stadium, the UFC octagon. Really, it's like a pentagon, I think, in Pokemon. But Fezandipity, whatever. Metagross, yo, shout out Metagross. Metagross needed a card. Everybody knows, if you have been here for a little while, Pokeblab loves the Metagross from Temporal Forces. It's just an illustration rare, but it is the most textured illustration rare you'll ever see. No, that doesn't mean there's actual texture on the card, but there's snow, there's landscape, there's sunsets, there's just so much going on in that card. It's so good. And that card really made me fall back in love with Metagross. Metagross was almost actually the logo for Pokeblab before it ended up being the Pokeball. But great, great Pokemon. I need to see better pictures of this card for me personally. I don't really know what's going on back here. You throw a trainer in there for like no reason. Not my cup of tea, but I'm excited that we are getting a Metagross card. And let's finish up down here. I don't really care about any of these traders, so we'll just talk about Dragonite Gold and Dragonite SIR. So we can obviously see we're getting the entire evolution line. I think that's cool. I think the card looks good. It's not something I'm going to be chasing. There's many other cards in this price range that I'd be looking at, but like I said, I'm not a big pickup. I'm not a person that picks up a lot of cards over the $100 to $200 range in raw form. So I will probably never own this card. Not that I ever really want to. This gives me Sylveon Cotton Candy vibes. However, it is better than the Sylveon card. I don't even know what's going on in the Sylveon card in Prismatic Evolutions. It's pretty much just like a random quilted design, where at least we have some other crap going on in the back here. It's a kind of hard to read card, but I do like the color scheme. Pokemon knows their target audience, so Dragonite is this goofy, cuddly, soft, friendly Pokemon. So a lot of younger people, maybe some girls, maybe some guys. I mean, whoever likes that cuddly, cute Pokemon, is going to like this kind of card, these kind of colors. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is why Pokemon is so amazing. There are cards for everyone. There's super cute cards, there's super scary cards, there's super expensive cards, there's super cheap cards, there's promo cards, there's pull cards, there's English cards. There's so much to collect, and that's just the cards. Think about everything else on top of that. So this definitely hits a target demo. It's not me personally, but good for whoever likes this card. And then the gold card, we had seen this before. I believe we had seen it in Spanish, but here we have the Japanese version. Again, I'd love to see a better 4K version of this card, but it is what it is. I'm not a big fan of the gold cards. They are very difficult to hit. That is about it. I don't the only thing I would like about a gold card is having literally like a page of every single gold card from the Mega era, like in a binder. I think that would look cool. But unfortunately, that'd be like what, like a 2K page, which I don't see me collecting in the near future. So that is Mega Dream. Here's the Rocket Reverse cards. We already made a video talking about that and what I expected, and my expectations came to reality as we are essentially getting some other Team Rocket cards in this set. That is about it. One take. You guys can hear my nose is stuffed. I know I haven't uploaded for about a week. Heavy on the work heading into the holiday season. So sorry about that. But I hope to maybe hop on a couple of lives soon. Talk to some other people, other creators. See what they think. See what they think about this 2 to 3 month gap between our next English set. I think that will cause different things to happen in the market as well. Anyway, that's for a different video. Just giving my 2 cents on these cards. I appreciate you all. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see y'all in the next video.